Hello everybody and welcome back to the top 10 best plays for Dark Souls 2. I recently announced that I was going to continue this series because the Scholar of the First Sin edition is out now, but I am accepting clips from all versions of the game. Any console, it doesn't matter. So with that being said, let's get this episode started at number 10. So here we are in Drangleic Castle. This invader has unfortunately come across a trio of co-opers and they're pretty tough. He quickly realizes he's going to have to run away to live another day. So he runs through this doorway, breaking line of sight, and sets up a big hit on the Sunbro, who's just behind him. He actually almost knocks him off the edge, but the host charges in to save him. He runs up the stairs for round 2, unlocks and demolishes both of them this time. The Sunbro is down and out, and in fact the host almost fell to his death. He attempts to finish him off with a couple of two-handed attacks, but then the host runs back inside to meet his remaining summon for safety. After chasing him in there, the Sunbro almost finishes him off, forcing him to be cautious because he has very little health remaining. So he runs back outside, uses his line of sight trick again to fire off a perfectly placed special attack, which passes straight through the wall, clipping both of them and ending the fight. What an epic way to end the gang spank. Congratulations, man. Let's move on to number 9. The next clip's an even more brutal gang spank, and it comes with its own commentary.
You left on Monday? Oh, okay. Oh, hi. How's it going, guys? Oh, this is gonna be fun! Oh, this is gonna be a lot of fun!
So as you can see, the Scholar of the First Sin re-release made some big changes. One of them is that there is now an obscene amount of these dragon enemies in this area that will attack you if you accidentally hit them, or if you're in the wrong covenant. So what we're trying to do here is trick the host into accidentally hitting one of them.
Oh, no! Yes! Here it is! The gangbang! The gangbang! Oh god. Get him! Get him! Oh no, he's running to the boss! No! No! Don't let him! Yes! Yeah! Yeah! That is what I'm talking about.
That was crazy. It was basically watching a whole army tearing apart 3 guys. Okay, now at number 8, this is my kind of build. It's what you call a real tank. He's so overburdened that he can barely move, but he makes up for it with defense and power. So this host is using iron flesh and a buffed katana against this poor blue invader who I assume has never fought against something like this before. And he's clearly struggling. So he two-hands his Santier spear, thinking that he can get some easy damage on this host, because I mean he can't dodge out the way, but turns out he doesn't freaking need to. He might as well have poked him with a stick. So plan B, he runs in with a spin to win attack, and that works quite well, but he still loses the damage trade. Coming close to a tank build like this is usually never a good idea. He clearly realizes that though, and comes back with a better tactic using the Soul Greatsword sorcery. So props for adapting your strategy, but perhaps he relies on it a bit too much because the host has another trick up his sleeve in the form of a cheeky crossbow. That was a good fight. I really do like that build, and I admire your patience. Congratulations. Let's move on to number 7. So this one was a very short submission that was sent to me, and it shows just a small portion of a 3-way fight, but it's still a pretty amazing clip. I'll let you watch it, and then we'll slow it down. So in case you missed it, what happens is the host gets backstabbed here and then recovers, stands up and backstabs the other red phantom at the exact same time as that phantom pulls off a parry. He then immediately swoops in to steal the riposte as soon as the backstab animation finished. It's just a really cool event that happened during the fights that these guys had, so congratulations on taking the 7th spot. Let's take a look at number 6. Here we are outside the Ancient Dragon Boss fight, and this player is going to attempt to kill the Ancient Dragon Boss as fast as he possibly can. So for this challenge he'll be using the SunlightBlade buff, plus the Sacred Oath miracle, and then he's going to take some Green Blossom as well, and then to top all that off he uses the Trident Dance buff, so he's stacking pretty much every damage buff he can. Also, as I'm sure you've noticed, his health is extremely low, because of course he's activating his red Tearstone ring for even more damage. And then in we go. If you have ever fought this boss before, you'll know that it's not easy and can actually be really frustrating to fight. Not least because it has a gigantic health pool, so normally this fight would take ages, depending on what build you use. But as you can see, this guy is ripping the dragon apart with his rapier. He certainly does not have an average build, that's for sure. So in the end, he actually ends up defeating the dragon in 32 seconds. That's pretty good. Congratulations, man. Let's move on to number 5. Right, so at number 5 we're summoning a white phantom, and as I'm sure you guys have already guessed, things aren't going to go so well for him. Now I've noticed that a few people get upset when guys troll their summons, but I think it's all in good fun, and at the end of the day you don't lose anything when you die as a white summon. I mean, there are many situations where dying would be a lot worse. Anyhow, the host makes him follow and he sprints across this chain from the Fume Tower, but what the summon doesn't know is that there are 4 red invaders with Havel shields waiting at each end of the chain. As they come out of their disguises, the summon finds himself trapped between 2 walls of death. If only he had some miracles like Force or Wrath of the Gods. In this instance, he really does need a miracle to survive this. I think he manages to hit one of them and do some damage, but of course, he inevitably gets pushed off into the abyss. Right, let's take a look at number 4. This one is another short but really good clip. He's using an ultra greatsword which he swings twice, stun locking his opponent. He then follows up with a lunge attack which just catches the end of his roll, and then perfectly predicts that counter attack with an ultra parry and finishes him off with the riposte. That was an awesome combo, took him out in 4 hits. That's what some good play looks like. Alright, let's move on to number 3. Right, and we're back on the Broom Tower chain. This time this invader is running away from a host who's shooting him in the back with an javelin. He sprints all the way down to the other end and jumps off, and as soon as he touches the ground he instantly switches out to a Drakewing Ultra Greatsword, looks up at the sky, takes aim and fires off the special attack. Unreal. Everything just fell into place there and your aim was on point. Really good job, man. Congratulations. Let's move on to number 2. Here we have this butterfly dude with the smelter sword in Hades Tower of Flame, looking very orange. Anyway, he starts off this fight with a running attack cancelled into a rolling R1, but the Dragon Bro comes back hard and crushes this little butterfly. But wait, he had casted the miracle Denial, and now his red Tearstone ring is activated. Surely this can't have been his plan all along. Oh my goodness me. A special attack cancelled into another special attack, hitting over 1,900 damage. That was disgusting. I like it. Congratulations, man. Let's move on to the final clip. The number 1 spot starts off Assassin's Creed style as the trio of co-opers runs underneath this guy's perch. He leaps off and flattens the Sunbro into the stairs, casually hitting over 1,300 damage, you know, as you do. But now you're about to see why this person has the best play. He runs past the remaining 2 people in order to set up his next trap. This guy is completely in control of the situation. A lot of the previous clips are really amazing, but I have a lot of respect for smart play, tactical and taking maximum advantage of the surrounding environment, that kind of stuff. So as you can see, this guy has set up a perfect sniping position on the stairs and patiently waits. As expected, the host and summon eventually reach the stairs and the white summon gets calmly picked off. It's so methodical. I don't think I've ever encountered a playstyle like this before. Anyway, now he has the host exactly where he wants him. He switches up his inventory back to a hand-to-hand combat setup and the chase begins. And then it ends. I skipped through it because the host runs miles away, but yeah, the invader catches him trying to heal and backstabs him and then finishes him off with a few follow-up swings. Congratulations on taking the first spot. Thank you all for watching. Next episode will be top 10 creative builds, so send me clips of you defeating other players online using some really creative and unique build setups. You know, give them a theme or something. Instructions on how to submit can be found in the description below, along with all the links to the contributors' channels. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this episode, please do give it a like. That will let me know if people are still interested in Dark Souls 2 videos, and remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you once again, guys. I will see you in the next video.